Good morning. So I got the package. Do you see that? It was finally delivered. That's what I've been waiting around here for in the same place for the last, I think, 3 or 4 days. And sorry, these have been pretty boring because there's nothing really around here. I mean, not nothing, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I digress. So what I did want to talk about, I've been thinking a lot. I can't believe the end of this chapter is going to be done in just a couple weeks. So a lot of thinking, and I have plans that I'm making. So I'm going to sit down in just a little bit. I'm going to get on the road today. It's overcast, rainy out, but I am headed to my next destination. So when I get there, I'm just going to sit down and talk about what I think is coming up next for me. So I'm actually looking forward to getting home. 4 months is a long time to be on the road by yourself. So I look forward to being around family and but still making new adventures. So I'll tell you kind of my plans coming up when I sit down and talk about this. Okay, let's go. Let's get on the road. Come on, let's get out of here. I don't know what that was. Doom, 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 doom. I've been dancing a lot. I know I always go off on a tangent, but music has really been, I felt like dancing, like I'm in my chair. I was just in Starbucks and good song was on and I didn't care. Grooving. Anyway, you don't need to know this stuff. All right, I'll see you soon. I am stopping for gas and it's raining out, but it's been a pleasant drive. I've been on the road for about 2 hours. I have almost a 4-hour drive today, but I'm stopping for gas and I wanted to say thank you to the people that said, Tracy, why are you using the more expensive kind? Like you can just use the regular kind. And this is what I love about you guys, is that I didn't know when I bought the van, it was an older couple, and the guy that sold it to me, very, very kind, very knowledgeable. He even gave me papers. He had done research about putting, what do you call it? Sun things, solar panels, sun things on top. And he gave me all this paperwork, a box of stuff. He had done his due diligence on this van. And he told me, he said, I only put in the medium kind and you should too. So I just listened to what he said because he was very knowledgeable about this vehicle. And so that's what I did. But I will tell you, it's going to save me quite a bit because the medium is like, I think it was $459 or something like that. And the regular is like $419. So that's going to save me quite a bit of money. So again, thank you. And I don't think I say it enough or often enough, but thank you for following me. Thank you for all your support, for your kindness, because 98% of you are beyond amazing. So I'm sorry about like the 2% that I usually complain about, but just know that you've really helped me throughout this trip. And a lot of you have been with me since the very beginning, since I left the driveway. So I just want to say that. Okay, it's done filling up, and I don't know how much it costs. $72.40 something. And I had half a tank. I always make sure I'm full because there aren't that many gas stations on the stretch of road because I take the back roads. So when I can, I make sure it's full just to make sure if something happens. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. All right, see you soon. I am at where I am going to be for the night. I'm still about an hour away from where my friend is, but he's working. He has to work tomorrow, and so we're gonna meet for dinner. And I have some work to get done, some computer stuff. So I thought I'd just stop and do this now. Sorry, it's just another talking, but again, just traveling. And I wanted to talk about, I've been thinking about how close I am to getting back to Minnesota, back home. And I cannot believe it's been over 4 months now that I've been on the road. I left November 7th. If some, I know I have a lot of new followers, so, and I know a lot of you though have followed me from the beginning of this journey or hopped on and watched the previous videos that I made. And oh, I wanted to tell you too, now I'm going like this. Look at my fingernails, how long they're growing. And I know that probably doesn't seem long to you, but for me, I said it in just a previous video, you know, I take escitalopram, Lexapro for anxiety. And I've always had anxiety, but it really didn't like level up until I don't even know how many years ago. You know how time goes by so fast. And especially in the last like 2 or 3 years, I suppose, when everything happened. And I was never a nail biter. And I started biting my nails. And up until I was in Georgia and stopped at the nudist camp, don't know if there's any correlation, but ever since then, I have not bitten my fingernails. And I don't even want to. I actually had to file them down because they were getting too long. And my fear of bridges, gone. My fear of driving, gone. Someone asked why I had a fear of bridges. Well, I always kind of had a fear of bridges. I mean, I did. And then I told the story about how my sister and brother-in-law were on the 35W bridge when it collapsed, and that just kind of heightened it more. But it's one of the things that this road trip has done for me. And, you know, it just happened recently. Before I used to, like, if it said that my destination was 3 hours away, let's say, I knew it was going to take me probably 5 hours, because I would have such anxiety that I would always have to like pull over and kind of calm myself and then get back on and keep traveling. And since then, I just drive. The only time I pull over is if, you know, I stop at a gas station or something like that. So I can't tell you how freeing that is. And, you know, I feel that change in myself. And even since leaving, I mean, there's no way a road trip like this on your own, cross country, not knowing any place like where you're going. I mean, I knew where I was going, but when you're driving in unfamiliar places. But I wanted to know too, for the ones of you that have followed me since the beginning of this journey, or if you saw the beginning and, you know, have been caught up, what difference have you seen in me over all the videos? Because it's interesting, you know, looking from my side, and it's me, that it's hard to see from the outside the changes. So I'd be interested to find out what you've seen in the progression of the videos. So leave a comment and let me know down below. And so I've been thinking about what my plans are going to be when I get back, since it's only about 2 weeks away. And I know for sure I need to get back in shape. If you don't know, I've done fitness competitions before. The gym and lifting weights have always been my go-to. That's how I deal with things. That's what calms me. That's what makes me feel good, not just, you know, physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It's just my thing, my jam. I haven't said that in a while. It's just my jam. So, and, you know, driving in the van, I thought, oh, I'll be able to stop and work out. I brought some 10-pound weights. And it just hasn't been the case, because I've been in the van driving. And mine is not the typical, probably road trip. Because for me, I just left, like I said, the first destination was NASCAR. So I just knew I had to get there by Saturday. And so that's where I went. And then I know I was going to see my friend Donna. So I drove to Sedona. And then, you know, see my nephew Chad in Houston. And then, you know, in Destin, my friend. And then Jacksonville for my eye surgery. And then now to meet my other friend. And then back home. So I had those destinations set out. And so it wasn't probably like most people's trips. And it's my first one, and first one solo. And so I thought, oh, I'll find a gym. I belong to LA Fitness, which is now called Esporta. And interesting enough, it's not in many states. And the kind of weird thing, and twist of fate for me, was that Florida had them there, and I was actually close to one of my gyms, but I was in Jacksonville to get my eye surgery, and I could only walk because after I had eye surgery, I couldn't lift more than 10 pounds for 6 to 8 weeks, and now I'm almost on the tail end of that, so I could lift now, but I'm not close to a gym, and I'm only 2 weeks out from being home, and I'm actually really looking forward to getting home and seeing my loved ones and just being in familiar territory for a while. And so my first line of business is getting back in shape. Plus, so I'm 56 years old, and I gained weight, maybe like most people. I don't know. I know some people actually got in better shape during the pandemic, but I had gained some weight. And then I also have gone through menopause, which doesn't help us women. And then also sitting in a van for 4 months. And it's not that I'm not eating good. You know, I eat salads, turkey sandwiches, you know, things like that. Vegetables, fruit, apples and peanut butter. But I'm not expending much energy. And when I do, it's just walking, and I just try to, like, when I stop, walk around, and that's pretty much my only exercise. And so I've gained weight from just sitting in the van. And I called my friend, or I reached out, I texted or messaged him on Facebook. He had trained me before, and his name is Amara, and he's amazing. And he inspires me to get in shape, because when I see him, and he's a really great personal trainer, and I need someone to be accountable to. So I told him I'll be back in a couple of weeks, and he's like, great, can't wait to work with you again. So that's kind of the first mental order of business, is to get back in the gym and to get back in shape and gain muscle back, because I've lost quite a bit of muscle. Let's see, not bad, but used to be a lot better. Mwah, mwah. Which way is the beach? I'm so weird, I know. So I feel good about that, because I've taken action and I reached out to him, so I know that that's going to be one of the first orders of business. Another thing, I had signed up, I think I told you in one of the past videos, because I want to get my cosmetologist license, because I want to be able to cut hair and color hair and stuff like that. And so I signed up, and I was accepted to college for beauty school, cosmetology, because I already have my esthetician's license. If you don't know, cosmetology license is, I think it's 1,550 hours, and my esthetician's license was 600 hours or 650, something like that. So I don't have to complete the whole thing. I have just under 1,000 hours to finish. But the classes I saw, if you don't know, a lot of times it's during the day, and you have to, you know, take them consecutively. But I need to get back to work, and a lot of times, hopefully I'll have makeup to do when I get back, And, you know, I tattoo eyebrows. If you didn't know, I'm a tattoo artist. And I'm also an esthetician. I do paralegal work. So what I left, when I go back, hopefully I can pick up and start doing that again. And now I have YouTube. I plan on continuing doing YouTube. And like I said, I am so grateful for all of you, because I didn't plan on this, but like I had watched van life for a long time before I did van life, and you know everything's going up, and I showed you the gas, and I wasn't whining about the amount. Somebody said, quit whining. I wasn't. I was just showing you what it is, because people ask me for the reality of van life on the road, and that's the reality. And for me, yeah, I could see maybe it would be cheap RV living if you had a van and you were just parked in a place and didn't drive much and, you know, pretty much stayed in one place. My plan was to do adventures along the way. Like, you know, when I did the indoor skydiving thing, I did NASCAR, but yeah, I'm very frugal, and I only saved a certain amount for this, and it was way under what I even had planned. And like I said, I'm very frugal. I thought, oh, I just have to pay for gas and groceries. Well, groceries too are very expensive. And so I underestimated how much this was going to cost me. And if you don't know, my daughter's in college, and you know, I like to help her. Her dad doesn't help, if you don't know, so it's me. And you know, I like to send her money and help her out, pay for books, help. I had a savings before she even started, but you know, college is expensive. So anyway, I need to get back and figure out like the work situation, and you know, getting an income, you know, a steady income. YouTube is nice. It's not that much. It's just on the AdSense. And I want to say this too. So, you know, my content is free. So, and I have invited you as a guest, even though it wasn't planned. I didn't know so many people were going to follow me, but I've invited you as a guest to come along this trip with me. And so I would just say that, okay, and the only way that people kind of get reimbursed for taking the time to videotape everything, edit everything, upload everything, it's pretty much a 24/7 job, because you're always thinking about content. You have to stop and make the video, you have to edit the video. And you know, I was uploading every day before. Now I'm uploading 3 times a week, but the ads are what, you know, pay you for that. That's it. I mean, you don't pay for that. You pay for that in watching those videos. But it's a production, just like when you watch TV and there were commercials. That's how, you know, people get paid money, because they put the ads on them. So the content is free, and if you don't like a certain format that I'm doing, or you know, not every video is going to be amazing. Most videos aren't amazing of mine, but just know that you can use your free will, because this is free content, to just click off. I will not be offended. And again, this journey is, and I remind myself, not to please you, but this journey is for me. That's why I went on this journey, and I've invited you to see a glimpse of what it's like for me. And so my content is just what I like to put up, or what I do. And again, as far as subscribers, getting subscribers is amazing. I mean, if you've subscribed, I am eternally grateful to you. But if you don't subscribe, again, this wasn't my motivation. And I don't want to lose my authenticity and my reason for starting this journey because of numbers or because of money. Because, you know, I can do a lot of things, and I like having a consistent income. AdSense is not consistent. You can get one amount one month and a lot less the next month. So it just not, you can't really rely on it, put it that way. So I just wanted to put that out there. And so when I get back, and I want to know too, would that be something that you were interested in, is me kind of transforming to where I am now, to getting back into the shape where I feel comfortable for myself. Listen, I don't think I'm overweight. I'm not saying that. I just don't feel, like I used to about myself. I don't feel fit. I don't feel, even mentally. Like I said, for me, that's the biggest part of working out. The side effect is looking better. So if you want to follow that journey, then I will, make videos about that too. My next thing is, so I was talking about cosmetology. Squirrel. This happens when I'm talking. If you're a new subscriber, you'll know. Cosmetology. I decided that right now, I just have to focus on, working, making money, and I can't really do that if I'm spending more money on school and taking up all that time. And I want to continue my adventures, because I did want to do more adventures along the way on this trip, but again, money is involved in that, and I have to really watch it, and so that's why I haven't done more adventures. It's what I planned on. When I get home, I've decided to put my time and money into more adventurous things. I've always been athletic. I've always loved sports. That's my thing. And I want to get back into doing things like that, like hiking. And I've already reached out. I've always wanted to get my scuba diving certification. And Keith from the nudist camp, he's a certified scuba diver, and he's actually leaving tomorrow to go to the Bahamas for like a 7-day scuba excursion. And my friend that I'm visiting now, he's certified in scuba, and he just got back from a week in Mexico scuba diving. And I really want to do something like that. I want to do something, like I said, for me, my problem was before I left, I thought I had to go out and travel cross country to, have adventures. And although it's been great, because this is what it's taught me, I've learned so much. To get me off the couch, and not to my own devices either, because, going to the gym can be kind of, boring. You put your headphones on and you work out. And I like to work out by myself. I'm just throwing that out there. But I want to also be part of like a group. And so scuba diving is like that. And there happens to be a scuba school, say that 10 times real fast, right by where I live. I mean, Minnesota, we're the land of 10,000 lakes, and we're actually the land of over 11,000 lakes, if you were truly counting. So I already reached out to them, and I'm gonna sign up to do that. And so my focus now is on going back home and making adventures. And then hopefully when I get scuba certified, then I would love to take trips like my friends have and do something like that. And that's how I can explore a place, but then still be like adventuring and kind of athletic, doing those kind of things. So, and also with scuba diving, you really have to control your breathing. You have to be calm, and just the beauty. One of my friend, he just got back. He sent me a picture of a stingray that he took underwater, and it was so beautiful. So there's a whole other world underwater. I've met this world, and people have been amazing. This whole trip has been amazing. I've met amazing people. I would not change this for anything. And if you're scared to start, because I know a lot of people want to do this, and that's why they're watching me, they're like, oh, I want to do it, but I'm too scared. Just know the best part is on the other side of that fear. Just like getting across the bridges. There's a point where I just like, I have to go to it to get through it. I have to go through it to get to it. And that's kind of how van life is, if you really want to do this. But I am going to tell you again, talked about this before, it doesn't solve your problems. If anything, it just sets up a new crop of problems. But it helps you learn to navigate which way you're going. Hold on, my friend's calling me. Okay, I've talked enough. I talked to my friend. We just made plans about tomorrow. So I'm gonna let you go here because I have to figure out, I got this is the package I was waiting for. I think, so you saw the box. So I somehow got to get rid of that box, and I'm gonna show you what I got and what I'll be doing in an upcoming video. I'm really excited about this. It's this SimPure water filtration system. Stay simple, stay pure. And I'm excited to put this in the van so then I can lower my carbon footprint so I won't have to buy bottled water anymore. Because in the van, your tank only holds so much water, and I don't want to drink the water that comes out of the faucet here anyway, so that's why I buy bottles. So that will solve that problem. I won't have to buy bottled water anymore. Yay me. And yay you could have it too. So I'm going to be taking that out and unboxing it and reviewing it probably in a video next week. And just remember, I don't think there's going to be a video on Monday because I am just going to enjoy my time here with my friend, and he is not like the being in front of camera kind of type. And so just going to enjoy my time here, and I will see you probably next Wednesday. But you know what to do. Go out and make an adventure, no matter how big or how small. I was eating lunch. Look, I got a piece of salad in my teeth. Now that's reality. No matter how big or how small. And I can't believe I'm almost on the other end of this chapter of my adventure. And thanks for coming along on the ride. And go call someone you love. And as Joy says, tell them you love them. Go buy them some Be Kind jewelry. They'll love that. And do not forget your magic. You're magic. I'm magic. This trip was magic. The bees are magic. The whole world is magic. Now if we could just be kind to one another, it would be heaven. Okay. I'll see you in the next one.